And here, as you can see, we're seeing some very interesting dividend growth rate for the 3, 5, and 10 years at 15, 16, and 18%. Hello, this is Bear from Elliott Wave. How's it going? Here's a new video on Visa. As always, we're going to take a look at the Elliott Wave count, see what's happening, what could be happening using the Elliott Wave theory. So here on the weekly chart, we're looking at the long-term count. So obviously, first thing that should catch your eyes is that ever since 2009, so after the financial crisis, we just see a straight line to the upside. We've gone from $10 to now $250. So that being said, taking a look at the Elliott Wave count, it looks like we could have found a major top in place into primary wave 3. As you can see here, we hit 3.23%, the length of wave 1 in wave 3. We hit it, pull back in what seems to be a three-wave move that we're going to analyze in just a moment, and then it's like we're coming back to it and potentially we could break through. So again, a 1-2, sharp wave 2, strong push up into wave 3, more of a sideways wave 4 to end near the wave 4 on 1 degree, textbook Elliott Wave move, and now it looks like we could be seeing potential upside. Now, if this count is correct, wave 5 target should be at least equality with wave 1. So let's take the length of wave 1. So equality is at $412. Now, many times we do see for weaker wave 5s an upside target of 0.618, and they would be at a bit south of $300. So we could be seeing some sort of resistance on around $300, as also it will make sense given the fact that 300 is indeed a round number and a Fibonacci number. And then we could eventually, if we manage to retest that level successfully, continue to upside target at equality at $412. Now let's take a look at the daily and see what we could be expecting in the near term future. Again, 3 was down into wave A, what seems to be a triangle into wave B, which I'm going to mark up just for you. A, down in B, C, D, and A. That would be in minor degree, and I like to have it black. Wave B, 5 down into wave C. Now from there, let's bring up the count. My preferred count, and we're going to focus on it from now on, a 1-2, again 1-2, 3 was down into wave 2, up into wave 3 of minute degree, 3 down, another triangle into wave 4, to end here at $212, up into wave 3, flat wave 4, which alternates to the sharp wave 2 of the same degree, minor degree is the distance, and we have the same alternation for minute degree with wave 2 being sharp, while wave 4 was sideways and time consuming. So now it looks like, and I'll have to take you to the intraday chart to see that. It looks like, as you can see here, let me zoom in. Here we have our potential bottom in minor wave 4, potential wave 1 already in place, 3 was down into wave 2. We went very close to invalidation level, but still we managed not to break it. Therefore, this count is valid. Potential 1 and 2, strong upside that we've seen this past week into Visa with a potential top at 245. What seems to be a 3-wave move here into potential wave 2, and it looks like we could be already resuming higher. Now, if this is indeed a wave 3 of wave 3, we should expect some sort of strength and acceleration to the upside in this particular case. So we could expect to have a low in place here. Now, that would be a very shallow wave 2, but given count that we have a third of a third, we could expect to have indeed a shallow wave 2. Now, if we take a look at the hourly chart, as you can see here, it looks like we have a potential 3-wave move into wave 2 that seems to be completed already. And again, what could happen is that with today's session, we resume lower. So we could have had a flat in wave 2, and then we should move wave 2 in that case a bit lower. Potentially we could go down here to fill that gap. As you can see here, we do have some interesting volume going on here. So we would be finding a lot of orders down here at 238. and then at that point we could resume higher. Now, ideally, in terms of short-term trading, what we could expect is a break of previous resistance to then find additional support on the 3.23% of primary wave 3 against 1, as we saw in the beginning of the video, and then at that point we could resume higher. Now, as always, let's take a quick look at some fundamentals and dividend data. So here in Second Alpha, as you can see, Visa currently up for the year 18%, and we have a 1-year capital gain of 19%. Then, as always, let's take a look at dividend history, and we want to see that for as long as we can. And as you can see, there's been pretty much continuous growth. We started in 2008 with 3 cents, and now the most recent payout was 52 cents. Considering that the previous one was 45 cents, giving us a 15% rate hike on Visa. Now, let's take a look at dividend safety. As you can see here, the cash flow payout ratio for the 12 trailing months sits at 18%, and so does the forward 1-year payout ratio at 17%. So that's very good. We want to see this number to be as low as possible. Usually is a sign that the company could reinvest cash into their project. Now let's take a look at dividend growth. As you can see here, as 1-year growth stands 18%. And then again, if you look at the 3, 5, and 10-year dividend growth rate, we can see how it is sitting at 15, 16, and 18%. So enormous growth. Question one should ask is, are we going to continue seeing these kind of numbers in the next 5 to 10 years? And I'll leave you guys with that question. So let me know in the comments what you think about Visa. Let me know what you think about the account. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on the next update. And I'll see you in the next one.